Number 25. Each edge of a cube is 4x plus 5 units. If I were teaching students, I would stop and draw a cube, because a lot of them, even though they may have seen it before, they're not going to relate it to this problem. So if you haven't already gone over what a cube looks like, this would be a good time. Well, that's not a cube because I can't draw a straight line. But here we go. And I would even go so far as to put in the dimensions. There's the width, the height, and the length. Which expression represents the volume of the cube measured in cubic units? And volume of a cube is length times width times height, or edge to the third power. So the actual formula for this would be V equals edge times edge times edge. So we are being asked to multiply 3 binomials. So the first two actually for me are easier than the last one, but let me just take them in turn. So I'm going to use these two first, and I'm going to use FOIL to do that. So FOIL stands for first, outside, inside, last. And again, I'm just focusing on those first two terms for the moment. So the first terms in each pocket are 4x and 4x. And I would put those over here. 4x times 4x is 16x squared. The outside terms are 4x and 5, which would be 20x. The inside terms are positive 5 and 4x, which would also be 20x. And those are like terms which can be combined into 40x. And then the outside terms would be 5 and 5 for a constant 25. And I'll bring that back over here. 16x squared, positive 40x, positive 25. So that is just from those two binomials. Now I have a trinomial times a binomial. And to do that, I'm going to have to use distribution, because I have to split that binomial. I have to split this one away from that positive 5. So I'm going to take the 4x and put it outside of this trinomial. And then I'm going to take that positive 5 and put it outside the same trinomial. And then I have to distribute. So I'll take the 4 to all terms in the parentheses. So 4 times 16 is what? 64. X squared. Nope, sorry, x to the third. I can stop right here if you look at your answers. No, I can't. Sorry. Thought I was going to get by with it. 4x times 40x would be 16, a 0, and 2 x's, 160. And then 4x times 25 would be 100, and then 1x. And then I need to do the same over here. So I'm going to distribute the 5 to all terms in the parentheses. And I found if I had my students to draw the arrows, it went much better. Okay, 5 times 16, 5 sixes are 30, that's going to be 80. And that's just x squared. Then 5 times 4 is 20, plus another 0, and x. And 5 times 25 is 125. And that 80 is positive, so that'll give me the sign. We're almost there. We just need to combine some like terms. So I have, here's an x squared term and another x squared term. And then I have no more colors. There's blue. Then I have an x term and an x term. Sorry about that phone. It's a telemarketer. Okay, so I can bring that 64x to the third down because we don't have any more third terms. I can also bring the 125 down because we don't have any more constant terms. 160 plus 80, that's going to give me 240 for x squareds. And then 100 plus 200 would give me 300 for the blue terms. And that is what I'm looking for. That is the final answer. It can't be simplified anymore. And that matches nicely with E.